The lungs are vital organs responsible for supplying oxygen to the body and removing carbon dioxide. Every breath we take brings air deep into the lungs, where gas exchange occurs. However, this delicate system is highly vulnerable to damage from harmful substances present in cigarette smoke and polluted air. Smoking and air pollution are among the leading causes of chronic respiratory diseases worldwide, and their effects on lung health can be severe and long-lasting. When a person inhales cigarette smoke or polluted air, thousands of harmful chemicals enter the respiratory tract. Cigarette smoke contains toxic substances such as nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, and various carcinogens, while air pollution includes particulate matter, toxic gases, and industrial pollutants. These substances first come into contact with the airways, irritating and inflaming their delicate lining. Over time, repeated exposure causes chronic inflammation, narrowing the airways and making breathing more difficult. One of the earliest structures damaged by smoking and pollution is the cilia. Cilia are tiny, hair-like structures lining the airways that play a protective role by trapping dust, microbes, and other harmful particles and moving them out of the lungs. Smoking destroys and paralyzes these cilia, reducing their ability to clear mucus and foreign particles. As a result, mucus accumulates in the airways, increasing the risk of infections and causing persistent coughing and chest congestion. Thus, damage continues. The airways become thicker and less flexible due to inflammation and scarring. This reduces airflow and makes breathing increasingly laborious. People exposed to long-term smoking or pollution often experience symptoms such as breathlessness, wheezing, chest tightness, and frequent respiratory infections. These symptoms may worsen over time as lung function gradually declines. The harmful effects of smoking and pollution extend beyond the airways and reach the alveoli, the tiny air sacs where oxygen exchange takes place. In healthy lungs, alveoli have thin, elastic walls that allow oxygen to pass easily into the bloodstream. Toxic chemicals damage these walls, reducing elasticity and sometimes destroying alveoli entirely. This loss of functional alveoli decreases the surface area available for gas exchange, leading to reduced oxygen supply to the body. As oxygen exchange becomes less efficient, the body struggles to meet its energy demands. This results in fatigue, reduced physical endurance, and shortness of breath even during mild activities. Over time, continuous exposure to smoking and pollution can lead to serious chronic respiratory conditions such as chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. These diseases are often irreversible and significantly reduce quality of life. Smoking and pollution also weaken the lungs' natural defense mechanisms. The immune response within the lungs becomes impaired, making individuals more susceptible to infections such as pneumonia. In severe cases, long-term exposure increases the risk of lung cancer due to continuous cellular damage and abnormal cell growth caused by toxic substances. Children, elderly individuals, and people with pre-existing respiratory conditions are particularly vulnerable to the harmful effects of air pollution and smoking. In children, exposure can interfere with normal lung development, leading to long-term respiratory problems. In adults, it accelerates lung aging and increases the risk of early lung function decline. The good news is that many of these harmful effects can be prevented or slowed down. Avoiding smoking is the most effective way to protect lung health. Quitting smoking allows the lungs to begin repairing themselves, improves cilia function, and gradually enhances breathing efficiency. Reducing exposure to polluted air by wearing masks, improving indoor air quality, and supporting cleaner environments also plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy lungs. In conclusion, smoking and air pollution introduce toxic chemicals into the lungs that damage airways, destroy protective cilia, and reduce oxygen exchange in the alveoli. Over time, this damage leads to chronic respiratory diseases, breathlessness, and reduced lung capacity. Protecting lung health requires conscious choices, including avoiding smoking and minimizing exposure to polluted air. By taking these steps, we can preserve lung function, improve quality of life, and support long-term respiratory health.